Yo, gang. So part 5 here. We part 5. It's probably gonna be a part 6, and that'll be the last part. We back with Monique, man. What I want to say? It's Monday. It's Monday. Hope you doing good. Hope you doing great. Hope you be productive today. Get you some money. Get you some money and build you some funds. You feel me? That's really about it. All I gotta say. She been letting it all out. Humbly though, respectfully, if you ask me. She ain't really too much turned up on nobody. She just addressed some things. She on Tyler Perry ass. She on Oprah ass. Let's get into it and see what's to it. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff.
Queens of Comedy. Was that because I was some more Adele Gibbons, Miss Laura? Tell me about the Queens of Comedy. We hear about the Kings of Comedy all the time, and it was great.
Yeah. I was not an original Queen of Comedy. Mm-hmm. And when I came on, right, I was so honored to be in the presence of 3 of the greatest female comedians to ever do it. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you hands down, them sisters are incredible because they've paved ways for people. And when we got together, Shannon.
You probably know Vistaprint for
I never seen any Queens of Comedy, I ain't gonna cap. And I'm not even sure, I gotta hear the names again, but I'm not even sure if I even know them comedians. Or maybe I do and just don't know if that's their name.
Was non-stop history making. Because we were selling out in ways that were unheard of, right? And I can remember our first show, because I was not initially the headliner of the Queens of Comedy. Mm-hmm. Some more was. And I remember our first show, and this is why I appreciate her, because she knows a great show. Mm-hmm. Like, you have some comedians that feel like, you can't follow me. I tore the stage down and it's over, and you can't. And I felt that way one time in my life, and that was with D.L. Hughley, right? But she was the headliner of the show. And we were in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And it was one of those shows where the basket for me was this big. Like, I don't care what I said, it was just, right? Samore is one of the funniest. Yeah. It's just our energies are different. I'm liable to run across the stage, just the energy is different. Right. And that night, the energy was just different. It was not that she was less funny, just the energy was different. Mm-hmm. And this is why I love that sister. She walked off the stage that night after she closed the show. She walked by me and she said, you headline from now on. And she kept walking. We never discussed it. We never discussed it. It takes, for me, it takes a person saying, we want a great show. Right. We just want a great show. Correct. And that's what that was. Miss Laura taught me how to warm up food on a damn iron with a towel. She said, bitch, I've been...
That's really dope, though, that she ain't even rushed. Like, I know what's up. I know what's best. Do it. This for them. This ain't even about me and my ego or nothing. You take over, because you been killing this shit, or you killed this shit for real. You deserve it type shit.
The prison. We don't have no microwave, and we're going to eat these buffalo wings. Flip that iron over and wrap that Reynolds wrap up and cover it with that towel. Baby, them buffalo wings were so damn good. But did we get treated fairly? Hell to the no. No, we did not. There were times on that Queens of Comedy tour that I had to, even on that tour, I had to say some things because it wasn't fair. And the way we were being treated, it was not fair. There were times when money wasn't right. And I remember the first date for the Queens of Comedy. Mm-hmm. And I got a call from my agent. And she says to me, no more C&D promoters. You're in the big leagues now. Mm. Walter Latham wants you to be a part of the Queens of Comedy. Okay. No thank you. No problem.
Because he's the executive producer of the Kings of Comedy, correct?
Right. This going to be a blast. Yeah. The first check I got. Let me sip before I tell you.
Hell, I might meditate me a sip, too.
My banker called me up and said, Monique, this check is no good. I said, excuse me?
The money jump funny?
Sip again. God damn it.
I might need a little something strong. Hold on.
Damn it, Shannon. The money's no good. I said, what you say? She said, Monique, this check is no good. So I immediately got on the phone with my agent. And I said, let me tell you something about C&D promoters. My money always good. Now I need you to get Walter Lathan on the phone. Walter Lathan, from here on out, I will only accept cash from you moving forward. You have 2 hours to get the money into my account. If not, take me off of the Queens of Comedy tour.
He make it right?
He made it right. You saw me on the tour, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then one night, this is why.
Hey, she told that man, I'm only accepting cash from you from now on, buddy. Only cash. Like you talking about under the table. I'm not taking no goddamn nothing, no wires, nothing, because y'all tripping talking about it ain't no good. What you mean it's no good? I ain't no money could be no good, bro.
People could say, that's a problem. If I tell you I'm going to pay you $50,000.25, what are you expecting?
50,000, 25 cents.
So one night they tried to give me what was not all of it. I need all of it. I don't care if it's a little bit. It's mine.
Right.
And until you get it, my throat hurts. So they had to go. I get sick on them, Shannon.
Are you
I feel a little.
under the weather?
Well, I performed that night because they had to go get my money.
Right.
Then they started selling shows off. So what that means is now you got different promoters coming in. We're women. We are women, okay? Samore had an assistant and I had an assistant. And both of our assistants were not the kind of men that was gonna fight,
Right.
okay? They might scratch you,
Right.
but they weren't gonna ball their fists up and do no guffing,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So we're in a position now where we're trying to defend ourselves because now you walking up, I'm a promoter. Take pictures with my family, and we had no idea this was happening.
Right.
One night, we were on the Kings and Queens,
Right.
right? And oh, how Bernie Mac is missed. Oh, how he's missed. Because
Shout out Bernie, man. I love when people speak good about Bernie, bro. I just love it, bro. From the city is what it is. It's home, you know?
he was a
And he funny, you feel me?
real one, right?
Okay.
Bernie Mac is missed. Oh, how he's missed. Because he was a real one, right?
Okay.
All the kings of comedy had limos, separate. Steve had one, Bernie had one, Cedric had one, DL had one, all of them. Then another limousine pull up and they say, this is for the queens of comedy. I said, I will not. I will not.
That's crazy.
You better pull up 4 separate limousines. You're gonna treat us the same way you treated them. We helped sell out 44,000 people. That wasn't just the kings, it was the kings and the queens. So you will treat us accordingly.
Right.
All the kings got Rolex watches when it was over.
Why do people play like that, bro? That low-key just pissed me off, bro. That low-key just pissed me off. Why the fuck do people do that? Why you just can't treat us the same? You got them 4. Why we just not getting 4? What the fuck is wrong? Like, why would it even go over your head? Like, get them 1. Make sure Bernie, DL, you know what I'm saying? How they own. But the queen, just get a little ring, bro. They ain't gonna trip. Get them a little, just give them a Tahoe. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. What y'all on, bro?
What y'all get?
I'm still waiting for mine. That's the treatment. So when people say, why won't y'all do the queens again? It was a moment in time. And it was a beautiful moment in time. And some things should be left where they were.
Wow. This is what I want to get to.
I want you to get to it.
A lot of this happened with the movie Precious. That's the movie that made Monique a star among stars. She shined the brightest because you played that role. Nobody else could have did that role justice, Mo.
Thank you, baby.
Nobody. You played it, and I remember walking out the movie, and I called my sister. I said, she gonna win the Academy Award for that role. I said, it's almost like she was born to play that role. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay, you shoot a movie.
Yes.
The movie wrap. You might have to come back and do some voiceover, some touch-up work here or there.
Yes.
That's already scripted into the contract. Now, the promotion aspect of the contract. What were you contracted to do? Because that seems to be where the conflict seems to come in.
Yes.
Because you like, okay, what? So tell the people that's going to watch this and listen to this, what was Monique contractually obligated to do as far as the promotional aspect of Precious?
I was contractually obligated to promote the movie Precious under Lee Daniels Productions.
Okay.
I promoted Precious under Lee Daniels Productions. I did Oprah, I did magazines, I did TV shows, I did all of the promotions I was contractually obligated to do.
Okay.
That was it.
That was it.
I'm done with it.
Done.
Okay?
Done.
Now Precious is going to Cannes, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I have the Monique show.
Mm-hmm.
I am on the Spread the Love tour. I have toddler babies. And I'm also a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Monique show is like down for maybe a couple days, a week or so.
Right.
I got some days off on the tour. I'm going to relax with my family.
Right.
Because once they sold the movie,
Right.
you didn't sell me.
Right.
Whoopi Goldberg. See, Whoopi Goldberg said I could have schooled you and told you what was expected when I didn't promote and go overseas. And you know how you just looked up and looked away?
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, what you were saying to me, I could have schooled you and told you, you go in that house and let them have their way with you.
Right.
And I'll be here when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
So after I'm done with my promotions, Lionsgate reaches out to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, they think they're talking to my attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, we want Monique to come to Cannes. She promoted so well in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
we want her to go international and promote the movie and do Cannes.
Okay.
I told my husband, please let them know I respectfully decline. I appreciate it, but I respectfully decline. I'm gonna spend some time at home.
Right.
Lionsgate calls back. We really would like for Monique to come to Cannes, promote this movie. Please let them know I respectfully decline. I'm gonna spend time with my family. Lionsgate calls back and says, what is it gonna take for us to get Monique?
User adoption. So smooth.
She said no, bro. What is y'all on, bro? I'm trying to see this shit and see like it's gonna be a juicy outcome. Like what the fuck finna happen? Did she leave home? Did she stay home? Did she treat their ass? Did they cut her? Like what happened, bro?
Cannes. We'll give her another week in France. We'll upgrade her room. My husband said, is there a dollar amount attached to what you're asking for? Oh, we will never pay anyone to promote a film, never. He said, we understand, and we're never gonna work for free. You're asking her to do something that she's not obligated to do.
Correct.
Well, what?
Right, cause she did her promotion when she did it. Y'all try to have her come out, do some extra, put some extra sauce on it that was not in the contract. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Is this the attorney? He said, actually, I'm her manager and her husband. Now we can put it on the husband's being difficult.
Right.
Right? Okay? So I don't owe anybody anything. That's why I was never sued. Now we go to the Hoodie Awards. Tyler Perry is there. Okay? Tyler Perry calls me in his room. Now, when I go into Tyler Perry's room, his staff is in there. Now, you ready to holler laughing?
Yes.
Okay, I take my security in there with me because I always want to have somebody with me.
Right.
Right? Tyler Perry does this. And the people scattered. They all left out the room. I said, look at this shit right here. You saw me. And they all...
Not a clap, bro. I would like to be that level of a person, man. I don't know, bro. I get some people like that type of power, but to clap, and I'm supposed to, if I ever even gotta be around somebody like that, fuck you, bro. I don't need that. I don't care. I don't care if it's like, man, this is a dream of mine. Some shit I just can't do. I know it's called pride and pride of your ego, but I want some respect behind the shit I do. You know, maybe I'll take a little bullshit here and there, but to be able to clap at me and I leave, you don't say, Domo, can I woo? You please leave the room. I can respect that, but it's crazy.
all scattered.
That wasn't the lights, that's for the people. You know, clap, lights on?
Lights off because they got their asses up out of there,
Okay.
So at the time, my security looked at me, I said, you don't work for Tyler Perry. You could.
Touche.
So Tyler Perry says to me, listen, Monique, we really need you to, you know, promote this film because if you get nominated for the Oscar, you're next.
She be gangster as hell. Go ahead. Hey, where you going? You don't work for Tyler. Just come back. It's all good. I got you, bro. Tell the security and shit that.
Next movie is going to be $3 to $5 million. If you win it, your next movie is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler Perry, who you talking to? I'm a black woman. When they gonna pay that kind of money? No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. And if you just go and promote it, I said, listen, brother, you can pay me to promote it. Because at the time, now him and Oprah are producers on the film.
Right.
I said, you can pay me to do it. I don't care where the check come from, but y'all just gotta pay me to do it. He said, I'm not in the habit of giving out money for free. I said, and I'm not in the habit of working for free. But you gave T.D. Jakes a check for $1 million, but that's another story, and I'm back. So when he then says that, it's like, listen, we both mutually agree. You don't give out free money, I don't work for free.
Service.
We hugged, Shannon. When we were done talking, we hugged. Do you hear me?
Yes.
We hugged like brother and sister, like it's cool, he understands.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey calls my husband. I want y'all to take your time, because I'm getting ready to go into
Yeah, that's your camera right
Yeah,
there.
because the people at home, they sitting there like, Monique, what happened? Bitch, I'm ready to tell you.
I saw. You know I'm sitting here like that, man.
She calls my husband.
Okay.
My husband explains to her what's going on. She says, there have been times I've had to draw the line in the sand. So my husband said, well, what is different between you and Monique? You've got to draw the line, and you're saying when you know they're asking you for too much. She said, you're absolutely right, and I understand your position. You're right in the position you're taking. So when you're looking at me saying, well, what happened? I'm telling you what happened.
But, okay, she's saying that privately, but did she voice that publicly?
Did you hear her say it?
I did.
Did you hear her say it? JT, did you hear her say it?
No.
Zach, did you hear her say it, Zach? Regina, did you hear her? Tommy? No one seemed to hear that publicly. She said that privately. Now, when she said that, see, everything we're saying to you, it can be proven. She had him on speakerphone. And that when she was talking to him, in that room was a man named Reggie Wells, who just passed, who used to be Oprah Winfrey's makeup artist, who he had a conversation with me and my husband. Now, for you babies that's good with the little internet, we had a show on called Monique and Sydney Finding a Way to Be Unoffended. Finding a Way to Be Unoffended. Reggie Wells is on that show speaking about Oprah Winfrey. Reggie Wells said, Monique, I was there that day. He said, and when y'all got off the phone, I looked at her and said, why don't you just pay this woman the money? She deserves it. And she looked at him and said, I won't be paying her nothing. And he said, that's not right, and you know it's not right. Now, that man shared that on that show. So I'm not saying nothing that hasn't been shared. So you have people that will say things in private, but won't do it publicly. I'm the person that I will say it in private, and I'm going to say it publicly, because that's the only way we make it right.
But you don't need somebody to talk good to your face. You need somebody to talk good behind your back. So if you telling me what a great person I am in my face, but you telling me I'm dog poop behind my back, what good is that, Mo?
What does that make those kind of people, Shannon?
That's...
Regardless, it's 50-50. So what Shannon's saying, regardless, it's 50-50. Rather you saying in my face and then bad behind my back and then good behind my back, but in my face. It just, I hear him, but I'd rather it just be publicly and privately. I said the same thing public, I'm gonna say the same thing privately, bro. That's just what it is.
What does it make those kind of
cowardly.
people? That is cowardly. See, here's what's this, when we have our juggernauts, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart. These are our juggernauts of our community. These are the people that our babies say, when I grow up, I want to be that.
Yes.
I want to be like that. So we have to call those people to the mat and say, listen, what are you teaching our babies? You're feeding poison because you're showing them your private jet. I'm going to show you my mansion. I'm going to show you my fancy cars, but my character is shot and I'm bankrupt. I got a lot of money in my bank. It's more zeros than some of them than we can imagine. But their character, they are bankrupt. Those are bankrupt people. So everybody that Kat sat right here and told you about, I can't wait to see your next interviews with those people.
They ain't coming on now, Mo.
Invite them.
I have.
They're not gonna do it.
Well, look, I've already done Steve. I have a relationship with Steve.
Do him again. Do him again. And I'm gonna say this.
I'm trying to get Oprah and Tyler, though.
Baby, we got him. Y'all come on, stop playing.
They ain't coming on more thanks to you.
You know how, and I don't want to put you on a spot, but I'm going to say it because I appreciate you as a black man and what you're doing.
Thank you.
If you are my friend and someone says to me, Monique, Shannon Sharpe wronged me, and you my friend,
Yeah.
I'm going to call my friend.
You can come to me.
And I'm going to say, hey, is what they saying true? And if you get to hemming and hawing, I'm going to tell you, till you fix it, you and I can't talk. Because if you'll do them that way.
That's tough. So she telling him, from what I'm getting, she telling him, you better call. Well, no, her and Steve good. Her and Steve good. So, all right, so never mind. Take what I say.
Hey,
You do that.
it'll be a matter of time before you do it to me. So if Steve Harvey is your friend, you call your friend up and you ask him, is what our sister saying right, man? Because if it is, we can't do that to her. If that's our sister. See, it took a transgender.
Right, so, right. I thought her and Steve, I seen that years ago. So maybe her and Steve probably ain't on as good terms as I think they is.
If it is, we can't do that to her. If that's our sister. See, it took a transgender named T.S. Madison. It was a guy named Jamaica Carter. Jamaica Carter and our mutual friend. Jamaica Carter and our friends. T.S. Madison was a mutual friend. So Jamaica called me and said, would you mind doing T.S. Madison's show? I go do T.S. Madison's show. When I tell T.S. Madison, when the camera cuts, I said, listen, your friend is wrong. She said, Monique Lee Daniels is my friend. I said, then you need to call your friend and tell him to fix this shit. She said, I will. Within a couple of days, who did I get a call from? Lee Daniels. See, that's a friend. That's a true friend that's saying, I love you so much that I want to make sure that's not on your heart or your conscience. Let's fix it. Let's make it right. So when people ask Lee now, when we did the deliverance together, how was it to work with Monique? It was as if we had never parted ways because he fixed it. He owned it and he took accountability for it. I can't now keep you to the cross because you've owned it.
Right.
I've had to be forgiven.
Right.
So I appreciate that someone had grace and mercy with me. So I'm going to have that with other people when they take accountability for what they've done.
How much did you make for the role, Mary Impression?
I was paid $50,000.
That's it.
That's it. And I never complained because that's what I signed up for. It was an independent film. Right?
Right.
So when my friend called me, and I'm going to quote him, he said, bitch, this one right here. He said, this shit is crazy. By the time I got to page 10, I called him back. I said, what the hell is this, Lee? He said, bitch, I know. He said, it's sick. After my husband and I read that script, he said, Mama, if you play this with no judgment, when he say action, don't judge the character, just become it. This is an award-winning.
Yes.
This is award-winning. So with all of that being
50K for that is crazy, bro. But it's independent. 50K, goddamn.
said, I never complained about the $50,000. I did everything I was supposed to do. No, nothing. It is when they started asking me to become a slave. It is when Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey started asking me to work for free. It is when they started doing the bidding for whomever the gatekeeper was at the time to say, we can get her. Remember the scene in Sparkle? You ever seen Sparkle with Irene Cara?
Yeah.
And Philip Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Remember when they was in the car because the Jew man was trying to get him to sign over that contract? And he kept shaking his head like, you will not get me to turn my back on this woman.
Right.
That's what this is. We ain't turning our back. My husband ain't turning his back. He ain't signing up for something he know ain't right.
Right.
And people have a problem with that. And we gotta keep speaking on it, Shannon, because the next one's coming for real. I would hate for you to have to sit another sister in this chair.
I get it now, bro. She stand for something so she don't fall for anything, bro. It's just that simple. When it comes to the industry and her so-called being hard to work with. She just ain't finna, yes, I, we team, we your brother. She ain't finna believe the bullshit that y'all is trying to sell. Tyler Perry tried to sell her. You gonna make woo-woo. And she was like, bro, I'm black. Come on, they not finna do that. Come on, let's just keep it real. I'm not finna waste my time with this shit. Alright, I fuck with it. I fuck with that, bro. A lot of people really need to learn how to say no. And sometimes take it home and think about it. Don't respond to it right now. Just say, I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Go home, think about it. Do it make sense to you? If it do, then do your thing. If it don't, then no. And stand on that. And be okay with standing on that. And if motherfucker get mad about it, that's just what it is.
And she tell you the same story.
So, considering you won the Oscar, normally when you win the Oscar, not saying you're gonna win another or get Oscar-worthy scripts, but there's normally a run where you in 2-3 films. Now, Monique, that 50,000 is 500 or 1 million or 2 million. You feel that you were blackballed from that point, and Monique did not make the money what she should have been compensated for future roles.
Let's tie it all back in.
Okay.
Okay? You have a man that says, I lied on you.
Yes.
I put a rumor out there on you.
Yeah.
And I said I was going to apologize. But then you have another man that comes back when I'm offered Empire and says, Mo, they said you're difficult to work with, you're going to be a problem. Where would they get that from?
Well, somebody that's as powerful as Tyler.
Okay, so now I'm scratched from that.
Yeah.
Right? Now when it comes to movies, I'm a difficult person to work with. Ain't nobody ever had a problem with me.
They never said, did anybody say that prior to Precious?
Yes. No, not prior to Precious.
Right.
I've never had a problem with nobody. As long as I was saying, yes, you good. The moment you start challenging, we got a problem.
What about
That's
the Parker?
crazy.
What about Moesha? Had anybody said anything prior about Monique's character prior to her not wanting to do international press, what she wasn't contractually obligated to do?
Never.
Prior to that, nobody said anything.
Never. The only person that could say anything that is a producer is a guy named Will Packer. I did a movie called Almost Christmas. When Will Packer sat down with my husband and I, Shannon, every other word out his mouth was queen. You our queen, and the queen, and the queen, and the queen. And we just want you to do a cameo. And here's what we're going to pay you. My husband said, Will, that does not cover Monique doing promotions. That covers none of that, brother.
Build a website in 2 minutes, 30.
Hey, that's crazy. She said everything was all good till I said no and wanted my worth. And everybody like, oh shit, this bitch. You know what I'm saying? This bitch thinks she's somebody. When I've been to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't want to appreciate this shit, bro.
The cameo,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
Cover Monique doing promotions. That covers none of that, brother. This is just for the cameo,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
The director was David Talbot. My husband and David Talbot were college roommates. They were across the hall from one another.
Right.
In the script, I was that quick because it's a cameo.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So 99% of the things you heard Aunt May say, it was Monique, it was me ad-libbing.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's a cameo.
Right.
When we had a meeting with Will Packer says, if you do this for me, I'll give you a 3-picture deal and a sitcom. Now we have all of this in writing. It's all in writing.
What were you needing to do? A press? You gonna need to do press for it? You gonna need to promote it, or just do the cameo?
Just do the cameo. Okay. That is what was agreed upon. We were going to do a cameo for the amount of money that he said they were going to pay. No problem. Well, what they did was they kept spreading it out. They kept spreading this character out. We want you in this scene and that scene and this scene.
But that ain't no cameo. Cameo is okay.
Okay. David Talbot is our friend. We don't want to make this bad for David Talbot, so we said, okay, no problem. Now let's talk about the treatment. While we're on that set of Almost Christmas, there were a few things that was happening that I took issue with. Will Packer is a producer. He came on that set and tried to give us a direction while the director was standing right there. I said, Will Packer, I will not allow you to do that. You would never do that to Steven Spielberg. You would never do that to a white director. You as a producer going to just walk in and give a direction, so I will not take direction from you. If you have something you want to give to me, you give it to the director. And you have the director to give it to me. You are disrespectful to him. Now, I had a meeting in David Talbot's trailer with Will Packer, David Talbert, and the first AD, because they were being disrespectful to this black man, and I was not going to allow that to happen.
Okay.
I had a conversation with the first AD, and I pulled him outside. I said, listen, brother, when it's your turn, I won't let nobody do it to you. But what I'm not going to do is stand by and watch you give a direction after the director gives us a direction. It confuses the cast, and it's disrespectful. And to that black man's credit, his eyes filled up with water, and he said, I appreciate you for having this conversation with me. Okay? So, Will Packer and I are now at odds because I'm seeing how this brother's acting. I'm in my trailer. My assistant at the time, her name was Robin, right? Robin is in her 50s. She's in my trailer with her shoes off. She's on the computer. Will Packer's friend, or I'm not sure what title to give her, okay? She comes into the trailer. Now, in this trailer, it is me, my hairstylist, makeup artist, and my assistant. This young lady, who we're all old enough to be her mother, she comes and looks at my assistant and said, what's your shoes doing off?
You in your trailer, why do you care?
I said, excuse me, you're out of order. You don't come in here questioning nobody in my trailer. As a matter of fact, and her energy was not that of, I'm playing, it was, I said, as a matter of fact, I need you to go get Will.
People be tweaking, bro. Like, what the fuck be? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck be wrong with people? Why people don't know? Like, that internal shit, or somebody probably just treated her as before she came in here, so she want to come in here and do it to somebody else, some type shit, bro.
Because I'm not even going to have this conversation with you. I'm going to talk to your boss. When Will Packer comes into that trailer for us to talk, do you know what that man says to me and my hairstylist and my makeup artist and my assistant?
He probably didn't have their back.
I am the head nigga in charge. Everything stops with me. I said, well, I want to let you know this, Will. You're going to hear that you're the head nigga in charge from me as many times as I can tell people that's what you said. I said, and furthermore, you need to check your assistant, because this is my space. We weren't in your trailer with our shoes off. We're in my space with our shoes off.
But why would he come to you with that type of energy? What led him to say that when all you asked his assistant to do was to go get him because she's questioning why people in your trailer have the truth?
That's a good one, because what I said to him was, who do we need to talk to? This young lady can't be up in here like that. And that's when he became the head nigga in charge. And then I said, who are you the head nigga in charge of? We have Danny Glover on this set. We have a legend and an icon. Are you the head nigga in charge of him? Are you the head nigga in charge of Kimberly Elise? Are you the head nigga in charge of Gabrielle Union? Are you the head nigga in charge of JB Smooth? Who are you the head nigga in charge of? So he tried to laugh it and joke it. I said, I don't play that way, brother. I said, the food is bad. Like, what we doing here? The food was slop. So when they say they didn't have any food, the food we had, nobody ever ate that food because it was just like you can feed them anything. Now here's where it gets even better. Remember how Taraji said the trailers
Just the little things. Like, bro, y'all ain't even feeding us good, this motherfucker.
were infested?
Yes.
Remember how Taraji said the trailers were infested?
Yes.
Our trailers blew up. They blew up. Now, whenever this airs, I'm gonna post the trailers blowing up so that people can see.
Right.
But they blew up. And if any of us were in those trailers, we would have been gone.
Right.
The trailers blew up. Now, when I was smelling the gas, we went to the brothers that was hooking up the trailers and we said, hey, we smell gas. They said, Mo, we let him know, talking about the head nigga in charge, we let him know. He just said, okay, and walked away. I said, he what? He just said, okay, and walked away. The trailers blew up. Did Will Packer reach out to anybody? I can't say he didn't reach out to me and say, hey, is everything okay? Did you lose anything is everything good? The only thing they wanted to know from me was, where was Aunt May's wigs?
Huh?
Where are those wigs? Nobody asked, not the studio, not Will Packer, not nobody.
Wow.
Said, are you good? Did you lose anything?
Right.
I said, the wigs blew up in the explosion.
Right.
So to understand what we have to deal with, and to understand most people are too afraid to say it out loud, that we are being mistreated. This is not right.
Right.
So if that means y'all won't want to play with me, I don't want to play with you either. Let's be clear. I don't want to play with somebody that don't care if I've blown up. What if we were in those trailers? What do y'all say to my family?
Is the wigs okay? We know that y'all going through a hard time, but we need them wigs back.
What do you say? So with Precious, I owed no one anything.
Right.
With Almost Christmas, I owed you nothing. However, I did it because we had a relationship with a brother named David Tauber.
Right.
And we didn't want to send him through no drama, no nothing, so we went along with it. Other than that, Shannon Sharpe, there is no one that can say, that will sit in my face or my husband's face and say, we had a bad experience with you.
I read that you said this is a chapter of forgiveness. That's your thing, a chapter of forgiveness.
I didn't say that. That's what the guy at Hollywood Reporter said. Okay, don't put words in
That
my
ain't
mouth.
you.
That's not what I said. That's what his ass said.
Okay, what did you say?
Okay, that's what he said. Listen.
What would it take, Mo? Mo, what would it take for MONIQUE to forgive Oprah and Tyler Perry?
Be accountable. Be accountable. And for
You want
Perry,
Tyler Perry to say what he said on that tape, you want him to say that publicly.
and he cost my family millions.
And you want
So
to be
when-
compensated.
Yes, I want to be very clear about that. If someone cost you millions, do you want that back?
Absolutely.
So I'm no different than you.
Right.
Especially when I've done nothing wrong.
Right.
Especially when you've admitted that you've lied.
Okay.
Especially when you've admitted that you started a rumor. Yes.
If he not giving out no free apology, he ain't giving out no real cash. That's just it. I feel like, I don't know. I can't really tell her what I think she should do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that. I think that apology come before that cash for sure.
You need to compensate me and my family.
For Oprah.
For Oprah Winfrey, you owe me an apology. See, Shannon, Oprah and I had a private conversation about our mothers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part people don't know.
Right.
I shared with that woman what me and my mother were going through. Now, my mother's no longer here, right?
Right.
And I shared with Oprah Winfrey what we were going through and how I felt. And I was, you trying to balance it out because it's your mother.
Can still
And
your
I
mom.
shared that with you. And I shared with her my family and what the dynamic was. And you don't tell me you're going to have my goddamn parents. I was getting ready to say, goddamn, baby, it was right there. But you don't tell me you're going to have my mother and my father on your show. And you think that that's just okay? And the way you try to apologize in front of a group of women, if you think I've done anything wrong,
No.
you're going to stop that.
Right.
I am very proud of what you've accomplished in your life. We respect everybody,
Right.
but we over-respect no one. And
I feel like that Oprah shit really hurt her the most, more than the Tyler Perry maybe. Cause it seemed like, for one, that was her idol. That's what she looked at and saw, like, she doing that, I can do that. I want to basically be like Oprah. That's why they say don't meet your idols, bro. And that's why I've kind of like learned you can't be putting that much into these people, bro. Like, you don't know these people. These people be putting on acts. I only see the stuff that they put out on the internet. I don't see what they do behind the scenes. I don't see their real personalities.
And Oprah Winfrey walks around like, I can't be checked. I won't admit to that I'm wrong.
I'm a firm believer, Mo. No one is beyond reproach.
No one at all. So when you keep saying, what is it? I'm going to keep answering you the same exact way.
Right.
So if you talk to your camera, I'm going to talk to my camera and see how they split the screen. And we're going to invite them at the same time. You talk to them first.
Tyler, Oprah, I would greatly appreciate it if you two guys would come on Club Shay. We sit down, we have a conversation. This is not an interview. This is not hard hitting. I want you to tell your truth. Miss Oprah, Tyler, tell your truth, and we can get to the bottom of this because, hey, we got an icon here sitting on this couch, and she's hurting.
Oprah and Tyler, I want to say I appreciate my brother Shannon Sharpe for saying what he just said, and I want to clear something up. I'm not hurt personally. I'm hurt for our community. I'm hurt that y'all would allow yourselves to sit in something that you know that you've done wrong and not say anything. That helps us not. So Brother Shay have said, y'all come on the sofa. Oprah, this liquor is good. Okay, and I understand you like cranberry and vodka. Okay, Roosevelt Cartwright told me you drink that you like. And you know, he told me some other things, but the drink that you like, come on, Uncle Shay. Let's have a conversation. Well, you took yours all the way down, and I cannot. Okay? Okay, I cannot do that.
You already did a good. You did a good
Thank
job.
you, sugar.
Yeah, I know y'all heard this Oprah and Tyler. I'm talking to my camera too. Go ahead and sit down with them people. Go sit down with Shay, bro. I don't think it's gonna ever happen, but I think Tyler come on before Oprah, and if Tyler do come on, he's gonna control the narrative. So it's gonna be a lot of like, take that out. Don't ask me this. I get the, you know what I'm saying? Just play with it, bro.
Now, when we get ready to wrap up, I'm gonna give you an exclusive on something that don't nobody know.
Ooh.
Okay? Don't nobody know this, and it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
All right, man. I'm gonna stop it right there. The next part is gonna be the exclusive that she talking about. Hopefully, it's some good news, bro. Like she got another show coming or something. I'd like to see another show. Monique, where I can see her like constantly, something that's funny. A movie would be cool too, but I just prefer a show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Last part coming soon. And catch me on that reaction.